Hey everybody, Cindy Daychuck here with Queen Bee Creations. We are going to work on a craft that I have specifically come up with because it's one-handed. You can use more hands, but I only have one hand. So I think my next video has me still in my temporary cast. I wanted to bump this one up. I just got the real cast today and it feels a little bit better actually, but still a lot of bruising. And I just noticed, look at all the bruising down here. It was a good fall. But I still can't bear weight on it. I can't hold anything with it. It's just still just there. I'm on drugs still. It's just useless. It's a useless appendage right now. So I'm looking for crafts that I can do one-handed. The other craft coming next was just a mess. I kept doing things that I thought that I could do, but then I couldn't do, and I knocked over resin, and it went across the table, and I couldn't open jar lids, and so I think I came up with one that I don't need to be able to do any of those kinds of things. Not because you have to be one-handed to do them, but they work for us one-handed people out there. What we are going to do is I just came up with some different sketches of Christmas tree ideas, nothing fancy. And then I sketched them onto these cards. Now these happen to be watercolor postcards. So they're set up to be, you can drop them in the mail, which I think is really cool. But you could do this on watercolor paper. You could do it on any kind of cardstock, depending upon where you go with it. So I'm going to give you the first half of it, and then I'll give you options. And, you know, you just might want to go only halfway with this one. It's going to be lovely too. And I think I can manage. I think I can manage. This cast at least gives me a lot more finger space, so I can move them a little bit. Still a little swollen, still a little painful, but it's doable. So what I'm going to try and do is pull you in overhead. This works on a spring action, and I had serious troubles on the next video doing it. The iPad was going flying everywhere because I can't do it with a hand. I'm having to use it with my head and my hand. Oh, the things that go on behind camera, you just don't know. So it's semi-ridiculous, but you're not going to see the ridiculous parts. But if I sound flustered when I come back on, you know there was ridiculousness happening behind the camera. But I'm going to bring you in and we're going to get started. And it should be okay. Okay, so I have my cards with my pencil designs. And it's okay because we're actually going to cover those penciled marks. So I have 4 different cards, 4 different patterns. I'm going to start with the easiest one first to see how it goes. This is a Miction relief. So it's like a relief paste. This comes out a very fine nozzle and it stands up, it stays up. Think of it like as a very thick glue. And we need that for this. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and cover just in a smooth flow all of those pencil lines. Now this will dry as any glue, but what we want is we want to catch it while it's still tacky. So we're going to do all of our designs on these, and we want to keep them fairly consistent in terms of kind of the amount of the product on each. Normally, quite honestly, I would turn the card so that I could do this a little bit more evenly, but one-handed, I don't have that turning action happening. And just kind of straighten it if it doesn't work out for you. But this is all that we're doing right now, is we're just kind of taking it, drawing our design on our card. I'm starting with my easiest design first to kind of get into the flow of it, because, you know, like this design is much more intricate. That might be more than I'm capable of. We'll see how it goes. I can't even lean on my arm. But we just want to get this glue down on all of our designs here. And then set it aside to begin the drying process. It's not going to take very long, but we want to wait for it to get tacky. And when it's tacky, we'll come back for the next step. The next step in this process, now here's one of the little dilemmas though, is that, you know, most of this is tacky, but there's some thick spots that are still a little wet. And I just have to go with that. So what I do have is this foil paper that we are going to lay over our design. And the unique thing about this is we just want to kind of rub it down onto our glue. So this is where we want our glue to be tacky so that this sticks to it. Now, wherever it was particularly thick, I'm probably mushing it a little. But, you know, that's life. That's the way it goes. And then, when we think that we have this all adhered, we're going to take our foil. Oh, okay, so I can see that it was a little wet here. And we're going to pull it back. Now, you can see some of the places where it adhered really well and some places where, you know, it was just too wet on there. So I'm going to save this. I'm not throwing this foil out because once that glue on the backing is dry, I can use that, the rest of that foil again. I'm going to wait for some more of this to get a little bit tackier now that some of that glue is removed. And we can just try it again. So we can go right over this. These other ones that I have off drying up here, these are a little too thick, so they still have to do a little bit more drying. So let's see what we can do here. Now, for these two, what I wanted to show you is because I had done this on watercolor paper, it was with kind of the idea that I could use some watercolor on it. So I'm just getting a little bit of like a bright green. I'm going to do the two of these at the same time. So this one, I can add some of my bright green to the top half. And that gold, because it had that glue, works almost like a ridge on this, right? That it kind of contains that watercolor in there. So we get to two-tone it. Now, you could not add any color to it. You could just leave it in the gold. But I like kind of the two-toning. And then this one, we can do the same thing. It's pretty strong. Maybe a little bit more water. I'll come back to that one. And I just think it's kind of cute with that sort of two-tone effect. And then we'll go over to the same to this one. Oh, maybe I need to two-tone the base. All right, The idea for these little cards is certainly you could do them as postcards, as I have done. You can do them as gift cards. So taking your cardstock, folding them in half and doing them. You could do them as little gift tags, so doing them on a smaller scale. But the idea here is that using, right, the gold foil or the copper foil, the silver foil, that when you have something tacky, like that raised PBO, oh my God, the PBO miction, this gives a lovely thin line and it's raised, and I think it adds some dimension. But could you do this with a paintbrush with glue? Yes, you can do that too. So don't think that you have to do it with that particular product. It would work with anything that's going to, any kind of glue that's going to start off tacky and then go to firm, right? The idea with this was I wanted a little bit of texture on them. And then we did a couple with the gold, but then just adding in some watercolor to be able to add a bit of color to it, nothing fancy. Now the other two designs that we did, I did quite raised, heavy design pattern on them. And then I had to leave. It was the end of the day and they weren't ready yet. So instead, I'm giving you another option. What I did do is I took really fine sprinkle spray. All right, so glitter spray from the dollar store, so the super fine stuff. And again, stuck it on. And it's very raised and textured. This one I did in the bronze. And you could go back in and you could add some color if you wanted. Now, you know, on these ones, I did watercolor because these are watercolor cards and I like the lightness of it. You could do this as easily with any other paint. You could do it with pencil crayons. You could do it with colored chalk, right, on the end of a Q-tip would work to create color and shading and that sort of thing if you want. The idea with this is I think it's kind of a really pretty with that raised gold look to it without having to try and paint in really fine lines. You know, just using some products that were hanging here in the shop, but that you could easily do as well. Let me know what you think of this one. I think that makes super cute cards and little gift tags. Looking forward to hearing your thoughts and looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Until then, take care.